Good evening. How are you all? I hope you're all okay. It's Wednesday evening. It's half an hour later than usual, than what I tried to do. It's 11 o'clock UK time, which can only mean it is the time where we all just come together and just listen to some music together. Let me know if you can't hear me. Again, I've been messing about doing some recording. It's telling me that you can hear me, so I'm pretty sure that you can, but just let me know if there are any sound problems. How are you all? Have you been up to much this week? This week for me has been hectic. Great, but hectic. You know, I've got the song coming out a week on Friday, and I've been trying to push that. Lots and lots of different tasks to do, like researching different playlist curators and stuff like that. But the biggest thing has been creating TikToks and Reels and YouTube Shorts to try and promote this music, to try and get people to want to hear it. So I've been forever having my phone in front of me, asking my girlfriend to video me, asking my friends to video me. It's been a bit crazy trying to get them out there. Ainsley Budd, he's not going to make it tonight, I don't think. He is doing the same. So his band Beneath Waves are trying to do the same. So that was that. I've not really done many reactions this week. I've not, and I think it's because, well, I know why. It's not a think. It's just been because it's been so hectic. I've had a lot of time focusing on promoting this new stuff. I've come up with some like merch ideas, because in this plan that I'm following, part of it is that you create merch. So that should be fun. Been trying to do that, trying to design some of that stuff. But on the plus side, I said to use in Discord, you might have seen it. I finally got offered a job today, which is cool. Not today, this week. Finally got offered a job this week, which is cool. And hopefully I start on the 11th of September, which is a bit of a weird date. But yeah, that's been really good. And it's been 10 months. 10 months in the waiting. So I first applied for it in July last year, when I found out I was going to be made redundant. And I had to do all kinds of online tests and psychometric tests and stuff like that. And then I actually did my interview in November, got offered the job pending a medical. And then in January, I got an email, a message through to say that I was having my surgery, and my new potential employer has said, oh, well, if you're having a surgery, we can't sign you off medically. So I've had to wait to have the surgery, to get better again, to show that I'm fit enough. And finally this week they said, yes, you're now past medical. So they've just got a few more things to do, criminal records check and stuff like that. And then I can start in September. So that'll be really cool. It's been weird because it's been 10 months of effectively being made redundant, being in I'm not going to describe the job that I'm in now, but being in a challenging, tough job. I'm wanting to move, but then thinking, well, if all I'm waiting for is to get fit again, is there any point in moving? So I've been in this kind of like limbo now for like 6 months, but finally there's an end to it all. So yeah, that's been my week. Obviously we come to this live tonight. Going to try and get a reaction done tomorrow, which will be the probably the standalone Ascensionism from Sleep Token, because that was suggested last week, and I'm actually interested in what they've done, what I've heard so far from them. So I'm going to try and get that done, and then on Friday we've got this week's Discord vote winner. I've yet to decide what goes in that vote. So if you've got any suggestions, stick them in the suggestions channel on Discord, and I'll put them to a vote this week. And then I'll try and get the odd one out over the weekend. But with my current job and stuff like that, it's a little bit difficult over the weekend. But yeah, I just wanted to explain why I've been a little bit quiet this week. Hopefully we can start getting back into the swing of things from next week onwards. Who is in the chat? I can see that Para's in here, Omar's in here, Dan Berger's in here, Barry's in here, Omar, if I've not already said Omar, and that's it. So thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, it's good to have you all here. I don't know how long this stream's going to be tonight. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a little bit of a sore throat again. And this is like the 4th or 5th time now in about 3 months that I keep getting a sore throat. So talking is a little bit of a strain. It's probably doing all these bloody TikToks, talking to myself. So yeah, what I thought we would do is do another of these unknown bands that people send to me during the week in the emails. Let's listen to another one of them, and then we've got a few suggestions that have already come through the Discord that we're going to listen to. We're going to listen to some Haken, we're going to listen to some Vola, I think that's how you say it, and Barry and Dan, if you've got any suggestions, get them in the comments section here or get them into the Discord. That would be great. And as always, I always look for some music news, and usually the news isn't newsworthy, but there's been 2 pieces of news that I noticed this week. One of them today is that Tina Turner's passed away, and she was 83. So yeah, massive loss to music. I'm going to say, similar with other artists, I've only ever heard her big stuff like Simply the Best and Rolling on the... Is it even called Rolling on the River? Her big stuff. So I don't know if there's any deep cuts that you think we should be listening to tonight as a bit of a tribute. We can certainly listen to some Tina Turner tonight if there's some obscure stuff that she's done that shows off her talents. And the other news is that Foo Fighters have announced their new drummer this week, and it's Josh Freese. Now, I don't know who Josh Freese is. I suspect it's big news because Foo Fighters are a very big band and they've just announced their new drummer, so it is going to be big news, but I don't know anything about him. I don't know. I don't know. He's drummed with some... Did he drum for... Did he do Blink 182? No, I don't want... No, I got that wrong. It's not Blink 182. He's drummed for some big bands though, anyway. But yeah, other than that, I couldn't really see anything. News-wise, there doesn't really seem to be much happening. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that's noteworthy. But yeah, as for unknown bands, we've got an email that's come through this week called, the band is called In Retrospect, and the band is called Dream Awake. Now, let me just bring up my email and see what they say. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? So it is a management company that's replied to me. So it says here, hope you're well, having a great week. Just reaching out as UK metal band In Retrospect just premiered their music video for their single Dream Awake via Space Untravel. I wanted to reach out and see if any of you would be interested in doing a reaction video to it. Any help would be much appreciated. And then it says stuff here. They've shared stages with Lastel, Envisions, Graphic Nature, Monasteries, Exist Immortal. They mean nothing to me. But if they mean anything to you, then feel free to let me know. So I thought we could do that first of all, listen to them. And I don't know what kind of metal they are. It doesn't really tell me on the email, unless you know the other bands that they've shared stages with. That might give you an idea as to who they are. But I thought let's kick it off by listening to a lesser known band or an unknown band and see what we make of it. Let me turn Spotify off. I've made sure there's no adverts, Para says we're going in blind with this one. Yes, we definitely are going in blind. I certainly am, but I presume you mean that you've never heard of the other bands that he's talking about either. So, see, I never get that, right? When they say things like they've shared stages with this band, and this band that nobody's ever heard of, surely it would be better in a pitching email like that to say they've had likenesses to, and then list a load of other bigger bands that more people are going to know of. So, I don't know. That's what I'd probably do if it was me trying to pitch to someone. Right, so this is In Retrospect, and the band is called Dream Awake. Let's bring up that. Yep, you can see that. Let's just dip in and see what it's like. So it's metal rap. Okay. I'm intrigued. It's an alright sound so far. I quite like it.
Psychoanalysis, a system paralysis. I cannot handle this. I'm dreaming awake. I'm breaching the edge of a masochist. I'm color rebuilding the hope that we're missing. You're taking the mirage away. Got some reality, hey. Pushing the truth in the way. Can you feel it? We'll find the peace of our mind that's left behind.
Good voice.
Seems closer the more that I bring, the more that I bring. I feel
Okay. In retrospect, Dream Awake. Let's turn this off because I can see that you can still got that in the corner. That was interesting in the fact that they opened up with electronic drums. They had a rapper. They had synth. It sounded very electronic, I should say. They had lots of dynamics in the songs, lots of quiet parts, lots of louder parts, and they moved from quiet to loud really well. But there was a point at about 2 minutes in when I was like, right, okay, now what? Now what are you going to do? And then it got to the end, and there was a bit at the end where they introduced that new guitar tone that sounded really nice, a nice breakdown at the end. But I think I saw a comment come up from Paravarium to say, yeah, it's a good song, but nothing amazing. And I kind of feel the same. It was a good start to the show, to the stream. But I just wish they would have done something different. And I don't know what that different thing was, because they had lots of differences in the song already, but I don't know. Maybe if they just kept it quieter for a little bit longer, because they kept dipping into quietness and then coming back loud again. Maybe just stay quiet for a little bit. But yeah, that was all right. That was in retrospect Dream Awake. Let's see what you guys thought of it. Yeah, this is the comment that I saw. This is fun but not amazing. Daniel Berger says it's very solid. Barry Mitchell's got the rock hands. Rock hands, is that even what you call them? Metal hands. And then Paravarian said, I think it's going to draw fair comparison to Vola later, and then Sleep Token because of the genre mashups. Okay. Wasn't expecting rap in there. I thought that was interesting, and I would have liked to maybe have heard a little bit more of that, to be fair, because if I remember rightly, every vocal after that was either normal voice or this kind of guttural, growly voice. Breakdown was more than solid. Was that towards the end, Daniel? Because that did sound good when they introduced that new kind of like dirtier guitar. That sounded nice. But that was in retrospect Dream Awake. Let's see. It says they've got 349,000 subscribers, but that is like the kind of promotion agency that they use in Space Untravel. The song itself is out 13 days ago, and it's got 2,500 views. So they're doing okay for a lesser known band. But if you're into them, check them out. In retrospect, all one word they're called. So yeah. Dan, I did see your comment. Beyond the Black, free me. Right, I will just load that up on YouTube for at the minute so I don't lose it again. YouTube.com Beyond the Black, free me. There we go. Right, I've got that waiting. So next up is actually Omar's just said, are you replying to those emails? I am. So I replied to the band that we listened to last week and told them that I'd heard it, give them a link to the live so that they could go and watch it, and just said what I thought at the time. Obviously I didn't, if I don't like a song particularly, I'm not going to go in and I'm just going to say, listen, this is what I thought of it. You can watch it. You can see the other people's comments. Here's the link. But yeah, they're all getting an acknowledgement of that they've been watched. So Barry says we've got to get Tommy more growly experience. Yeah, I'm up for that. You know, I think the first growl that I heard was Ginger Pisces, possibly. I think it was. Or if it wasn't, that was the first time it really stuck in my head, but that's just because of the flip that was on there. But yeah, I've said in previous weeks I want to try and learn it myself. I'd love to get a song with my guttural vocals on there, but I just can't. Every time I do it, I hurt my voice. Maybe that's why I've got a sore throat. Maybe that's why I keep getting a sore throat, because I keep trying it. Right, so next up is, I was going to say lyrics. It's Haken Invasion. So let me get up the screen. So it's this one, Haken. Everything, I think I've heard 3 Haken songs. The first one was about, it was about the old, is it like Greek mythology, about the guy that goes to the sun, Icarus. The song was about that. I can't remember the name of the song, but I think that was the first exposure to Haken that I've had. And then I think we might have listened to a Haken song on a live stream a couple of weeks ago maybe, and I remember I really liked that as well. So this is another one, Haken Invasion. Paravarium says, I've just had to tell YouTube that I'm happy for it to be shown. He says that he effing loves this song, so that's setting up expectations. Let's go in, let's dive in. Haken Virus, let's go.
One less life, one less life for us to live. Holding on to something real. If these walls could talk to me, what if all these eyes only saw what they believed? Too heavy hearts refuse to beat when my words fall on deaf ears. If your soul could cry for me, what if all we give is all we ever get to keep? Calling out for someone
Haken. Invasion. Right. I'm just trying to process what I think. I think that is a song that will be a grower on me. My initial thought was when he was singing the verses in that very specific one syllable, two syllable, three syllable, it was like a pyramid effect. I was concentrating on that. And then it got to about a minute in, and I was like, shit, I'm concentrating that much on the syllables and whether he's actually creating a pattern deliberately. I'm not actually taking in the lyrics. And then before I knew it, I was like 2 minutes into the song and I hadn't got a clue what was going on because I was concentrating so much on how they were structuring the lyrics syllable wise, because they were deliberately creating a pattern there. You know, some of them were, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4 syllables. Then they had 1, 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4. So I don't know whether they've done that deliberately. Well, obviously they've done it deliberately, but I don't know whether they've chosen that pattern deliberately because it means something. I'm not sure. But I found myself lost a little bit. And I think because the melody that the guy chooses is quite repetitive, it got me a little bit not tranced. You know, I wasn't literally under a spell, but you know, like I said before, I knew it was 2.5 minutes into the song. The bits that I did like is the more melodic bits where they broke up into the more longer elongated notes. He got a chance to sing a lot more. The solo was great as well, and then the rhythmic part at the end where the drummer started playing more on the toms, I really liked that. But I think it's because I wasn't paying attention to the song as a whole. I was focusing too much on one thing, and I don't know whether that as well, because as the video was literally pointing out like a pyramid shape, I was like, oh, what are they doing? They're creating this pattern with syllables here in the lyrics. And then I was concentrating on that for so long that I got lost. So I think I need to listen to that song again and just maybe with my eyes closed, not look at the video and just listen to what they're playing and how they're playing it. Like, I didn't hate the song. I don't like. It's not that I didn't like the song. I just felt myself getting lost in it, and I didn't really take in much because that was taking my attention too much. And I don't know whether there was enough in the verses to kind of like snap me out of that and break my attention. I was allowed to focus that much on something because it didn't really break that. So I think I need to listen to that again. But yeah, I know that I've just seen a comment from Para saying he loves that song. I don't know what the other guys thought of it, but yeah, that's my initial thoughts. Yeah, I just got a bit lost. I think I just got a bit lost. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to say or anything else that's coming to mind. I'm actually thinking maybe that song was probably a little bit better as a standalone reaction, because if I ever feel like this at the end where I've got not lost for words, but like if I'm ever a little bit unsure of something, I can just go back and just play that little bit and then go, yeah, okay, I noticed that. Yeah, I do like that. But yeah, let's see what they say. See, things like this, I love how they played the chorus in different ways each time. I didn't notice that. Barry says, I think it's a song that I have to listen to a few times. Yeah, I get that. And I really love the cadence the vocals in and just the different builds and riffing. See, I don't know. For some reason, I just didn't take that in musically. I don't know whether... I don't know. I'm thinking, am I in the right frame of mind? Am I tired? Am I stressed? Or what? I don't know. But yeah, for some reason, I just didn't take that song in as well as I could have, or as well as I should have. But yeah, that was Haken, Invasion. The next song that we've got is Vola, and this was a suggestion from Paravarium. Omar, thank you for suggesting Haken, by the way. Thank you for just getting involved and suggesting the song. I'll listen to that again offline, and I'll get in the Discord and let you know what I thought of it properly once I've had a proper chance to listen to it again. But the next one is Vola, These Black Claws, featuring Shaman. I don't know who he is. If you've got any context as to who he is, that would be great. I think I have heard a Vola song before on the channel, but I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, Vola, These Black Claws. Let's jump in. Take some deep breaths. Get ready to actually pay attention this time, Tommy, and don't get lost by syllable patterns in verses. You can see what you need to see. I can see it here. Let's go. I like that. There's an anchor there. Is it an anchor in the video? So he's underwater. He's submerged. He's been tied down, and he's trying to get to the top. That's the imagery that I'm getting anyway. So he's not in a good place. Approaching the surface for it is an anchor, isn't it? I've seen emotions derail and disappear. Go feed the colorful snakes outside, she said to me. Go break your colorful bones in a fight, she begged of me. We are returning to the army nights. We are a lost cause. We are committed to the dominance of these black claws.
I try to smile when I get bad news. Figure if there's any good left, I'll get that too. Blood is red, but the veins are blue. And my bones are every color on the spectrum between the two. Squeeze through the cells that we've been locked in. Kinda high from the loss of the oxygen. Head rush, flush, dropping dead weight. My canine scrapes the last crumbs off my bread plate. Just head straight. No maps, no atlas. No matter how the road curves, don't end up backwards. Blackbird circle brown dirt for the big worms. My bad dream catcher hangs high as it twist turns. Cities burn a bad smoke, makes my eyes itch, but front row seats to apocalypse are priceless. Life is hanging here in these black claws, staring at a white sky full of black stars. We are returning to the army night. that you fail to sustain. One straw in the drain. One word that you fail to sustain. One straw in the drain. One word that you fail to sustain.
Cool. I like that. Vola, the Black Claws. I liked that musically. I liked it visually. The video was great as well. What am I doing here? Song about humanity destroying itself. That's what I took from that. I think just going off the lyrics, mostly what the rapper was saying, but that's what I took. Hang on. Paravarium says songs about drug addiction. Okay, maybe I'm taking it too literally then, because the rapper was like sitting at the edge of the city looking in, front row seats to an apocalypse, but the apocalypse could be someone's addiction, I suppose. I took it as we're going back to the animals, meaning like the humans are being removed, and it's going to go back to how it, like, Earth is going to be Earth is going to be back to like a humanless Earth. But okay, all right, interesting. I might have to go back and listen to the lyrics and see if I can take that interpretation from somewhere else. One word that you fail to sustain being sobriety. Okay, that's what I didn't understand as well, what the straw in the drain reference was, because that was said quite a lot before that line that you said, Para, about the one word being that you fail to sustain. What's the significance of a straw in the drain? The guy showing yellow teeth could be a clue as well. Okay, it's weird, isn't it, like how people interpret songs differently. But yeah, my initial thought was that, oh, it's about humanity. And I thought like the blackness coming out of the people's mouths was like oil, like saying that we're destroying the earth that way. Yeah, okay. Also, the imagery of Adam and Eve eating the apple, a tale about prohibition in the Bible. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. I see that. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that, and I like how other. I like it when people's interpretations make sense to me, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I can see that actually. Yeah, that was a good song. I liked the addition of a rapper. I thought it added something a little bit different. I liked his voice, and I liked the contrast between. Oh, Altai's here. Hi, Altai. How are you? Um, I like the contrast between the rapper's obviously a speaking voice and then the singer's melodic voice. But I also like the contrast of the singer's gentle voice with the really heavy, distorted guitars, heavy drums. I thought that was a nice contrast on two parts there. But yeah, that was Vola. These Black Claws. I wonder if there's anything on Vola, These Black Claws lyric meaning. I wonder if there's anything online about it. If there's anything on Genius. No, no one's added any comments to Genius. Interesting. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the lyrics too much. Right, let's go and jump into. We have got Beyond the Black, Free Me, and then Barry. Have you suggested a song? Have I missed a song from you? Let me just check the Discord. Ah, yeah, there you go. I've got it. Chevelle Self-Destructor. I'll copy that and paste it into Google Chrome. Adverts. Pops up straight away. Did you guys hear that? That's freaked me out. Something's thudded. And it was that hard, I felt the vibration on the floor. Something heavy has just moved or fallen. Sorry, that's just thrown me off. Let me just go and check that my little girl isn't awake. I wonder if she's like slammed a door or something. Just 1 second. No, she's in bed. Her bedroom door's shut. That's really weird because I haven't got anything in my house heavy enough to cause a large thud on the floor. And I heard it slide like that. Oh, that's really weird. You'll just have to keep an eye out behind me and see if you see anything moving or anything. Right, okay. We've got Beyond the Black, Free Me, and I hope it's not Ghosts, Omar. Don't be saying stuff like that. Don't be saying stuff like that. Do you remember before I moved into this house? I used to do my reactions from like the side of my sofa, and I had like that weird little glass door that went into my kitchen, people used to say that they could see like faces and stuff at the window. Like I'd get a comment up in the morning and it'd be like 5 a.m, pitch black, and I'd check what my comments are, and the comment would say, look at 4 minutes and 34 seconds, you can see a face in the window. And I was like, shit. So I'd go and check the video myself and see if I could see it. But yeah, and then when I first moved into here and I didn't have curtains up on the wall and the windows, and it was just an empty window, people would say, oh, you can see faces coming up, and I was like, stop it. But yeah, that was definitely a thud. I heard it, and there's nothing on the floor that would make that noise, so I don't know what it is. Anyway, back to listening to music. Beyond the Black, Free Me, Chevelle, Self-Destructor, and then Altai's here. Altai, if you've got a song that you want me to listen to, then get it in the comment section and we'll listen to it. And then I might have to call it a day after those three because it's getting late. And I know that I started late, but that and my throat's a little bit sore as well. So, Beyond the Black. Let's load this up. Dan, is there a particular song that you want me to watch? We've got the official music video. We've got a lyric video. Would a lyric video be better, do you think? Maybe. I don't know, you do lose some of the message when you don't watch the official video, but what do you think? Lyrics or official video? And also, have you other guys heard this song before? Do you know anything about this band? What should I expect? Okay, so Dan says he would suggest the official music video. Let's do that then. Right, let's change over to here. Keep an eye out in the background for me. Just watch for ghosts. And let's do it.
Get a welcome bonus up to £150.
I'm gonna get copyrighted. Well, I'm gonna get copyrighted anyway, but I'm gonna get copyrighted for that song in the background. Oh, come on.
Join 32 Red today.
Tainted heart, you have witnessed
it's a bit Nightwishy, isn't it? It's probably less like orchestral than Nightwish, but it's got that kind of vibe to it. She's got a good voice. I like the orchestra that is in the back. I like what they're making. They've got interesting chord choices as well. I'm interested to see what she does in the second half of the song, though, because I feel like she needs to do something a little bit different. Okay. I like that. Let's get rid of that advert. I like that. I like the production quality of that the most. The orchestra in the background sounded really good. The backing vocals in the chorus sounded very good. Her voice is very good. And like I said before, I like the chord choices that they made, the key changes that they had. I think I'm just going to get slated in the comments though, because I've just likened them to Nightwish. There. No. Daniel says just because it's symphonic it gets compared to Nightwish. In my defense, I have very little musical palette, and the biggest band that I've heard in that genre is Nightwish, so I am going to say, oh yeah, they're a bit like Nightwish, because I haven't got many people to compare it to. But when I say that, I mean they've got a very busy orchestral sound in the background, very powerful female vocal, and just that overall vibe. And maybe when I said it's a bit Nightwishy, maybe I meant it's a bit symphonic rather than I'm saying Nightwish because they're really the main band that I know in that. But yeah, I like that. You guys that have been here for a long time will know that I really like Nightwish, so it's not a dig at the band to say that they're like Nightwish, not from my perspective anyway. They're great. But yeah, I like that. How long have this band been going then? Nuclear Blast is the YouTube channel, but it's got 1.2 million views, so they've got a decent following then, this band, right? Beyond the Black. Let's just have a look. See, there we go. Paravarium says, I thought the comparison wasn't too far off. Thanks, Para. Thanks for having me back. You can see what I was trying to say. Right, okay. Is Altai still here? Altai, if you are still here, stick a comment for a suggestion in the song, as long as it's not going to get my channel taken down, and as long as it hasn't got multiple nipples in the YouTube video. or any explicit lyrics. Just get your suggestion in there. Okay, so Dan says 2014 was their first concert. All right, okay, cool. Next up is Chevelle, Self-Destructor. I have got an advert on here, so I'm going to... Altai says, have I heard Diablo Swing Orchestra before? I haven't heard that, so send me something from them, and I'll give that a listen. Let me just get rid of this advert off this Chevelle video. I'll skip that advert now, and let's just dive straight in. Chevelle, Self-Destructor. Again, are these a big band? Are they famous? Are they well known? Let's give it a listen. Sorry, I've just seen Dan's comment. I've just seen Dan's comment, and just as he posted it, I was thinking, sounds a little bit like Muse. This. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Nice ending, actually. Compared to the rest of the song, that was a nice way to end it. Okay. I like that. How many guitarists are in that band? Is there just the one? Like lead, normal guitarists, not including bass guitarists. They don't count. Is there just the one? I thought that was all right. I thought it was no, actually, that's underselling it. I thought that was good. I thought it was a little bit repetitive, but I did like the middle bit where it, where the drummer moved over to the ride, and he was doing the that kind of vocals. I like that, and I liked the ending where the drummer moved to like kind of like halftime. It just gave the song a little bit of a different feel, but energetic, in your face, kind of intense guitars. I was thinking that must be really hard to play. Actually, I know it's only maybe 3 or 4 notes a lot of the time, but the speed and the accuracy that you'd need, I wouldn't be able to do it, definitely. But then I was thinking, well, how many guitars can I hear actually? Because is there a chord in the background, or is this one guy playing guitar, is he creating that whole sound? Because if he is, he's doing a fantastic job, and the tone that he's chosen on that guitar is filling a lot of sound there. So that's good. I think if they've got 2 guitarists though, I would have wanted it to sound a little bit bigger. That's why I'm thinking, is there only one guitar? Because it sounded like there was only one guitarist. But yeah, and I'm sorry for the Muse comparison straight away, but I did think they sounded a bit like them at the start, and then I saw your comment. Perfect timing. Okay, so the continuing riff was meant to be annoyingly consistent, given the theme of the song. Okay, that's fair enough. But yeah, I like that. That was a good, solid introduction to Chevelle. I'm intrigued to see what else they've got to offer, and I'm intrigued to try and find out. Let's just try and find out now. Let's try and find out how many guitarists in Chevelle. So, composed of 3 brothers. Can you see that? Yes, you can see that. Pete Loeffler, guitarist and lead vocalist. Sam Loeffler, drums and backing vocals. So, there is only one guitar. Okay. Yeah, I like that then. I thought he did a good job, considering. I don't know why I said that, because there's loads of bands that have just got one guitar. Why did I say that? I'm being I'm being very reflective tonight. Why did I say that, considering? I don't know. I just got the feeling, listen to it. I was like, it sounds good, but I'd like it to be a bit bigger. And I'm thinking, is it not that big because there's only one guitarist? And if there is only one guitarist, then he's actually doing quite a good job. But if there's 2, I would have liked it to have been bigger. That's why I'm thinking that. Right, and then we're coming up. Yeah, so because you're thinking 2 guitars would make you expect more. Yeah. So, Altai, it is your song. Ainsley Budd's here. What have I missed? I'm about to listen to Altai's song, and then I'm about to call it a night, mate. If you want me to be honest, that's what I'm about to do. I need to go to bed, and we've established that my flat potentially is haunted by something. I don't know. Altai, do you want a decent Metallica song, or something that's a little bit more unusual but isn't as good? Oh, you can't say it like that. You can't put it like that. That's a bit of a loaded question, that, Altai. Do you want a decent Metallica song or something that's unusual but not as good? Well, of course I want a really good song. Do I want a decent Metallica song? No, let's go for the unusual but isn't as good. Let's go for unusual. Ainsley, how are you? How's tricks? How's the 23-day plan coming? What are your Instagram followers looking like? What are your TikTok followers looking like? I'm intrigued. I was going to say it's not going as well for me as what I thought, but I am still 10 days away from the release day. So things will ramp up as we get closer. Okay, Altai. Diablo Swing Orchestra Balrog Boogie. Let's do it. Diablo Swing. Here we go. I'll just bring up the oh, you've got it already. This one. Let's just jump in then. Let's listen to it. Can you see what you're meant to be seeing? Yes, you can.
Wait a minute, Nando's don't do skewers. Oh, they made that at home. Hey, fire up the grill because I'm giving it a go. Hey, Dad, ease up on the sauce, bruh. Hey, better.
This is an actual swing band, but with electric guitars and a proper, I was going to say a proper drum kit, but you know what I mean, not a jazz style playing. Okay. That was really good. Diablo Swing Orchestra with Balrog Boogie. I don't think I've ever heard jazz with heavy distorted guitars like that. That was really good. That was interesting. That was very, very interesting. And she's a great singer, isn't she, as well? There might have been two singers, actually. Either that or she's double-tracked her voice in that chorus bit. But that was really fun. That was good. I enjoyed that. Trumpets, muted trumpets. You can't beat the sound of a muted trumpet. It sounded like electric bass rather than double bass. But I'm sure at some parts there was double bass. So I don't know whether there was two basses in there. But yeah, I love that. That was really good. Thanks, Altai, for suggesting that. Right. I think that might be it for the night. It's 12:20. My throat is a little bit dry. There's something in the flat. I think it's time to go to bed and call it a night. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for coming again, and it's nice to see lots of regular faces coming every week. Don't forget to like the video. Just let YouTube know that you like the stuff that we're making. And like I said, I'll be back again either tomorrow or Friday with some more reactions, and then I'll be back again properly next week. It's just been a little bit hectic this week, but for good reasons. But yeah, thanks very much, and I'll see you again soon. And Ainsley, I'll tell you the ghost story a little bit tomorrow or something. Right, good night, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.